I really feel like now I have a pool of people that are willing to walk a journey with me. When I started, I thought I was alone, but guess what? As you go, there are so many people that are here to accept to walk with you. So I feel relieved and I feel so happy.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Hagne Space, and we are here with the proprietor and the managing director of Hagne Space. It is a recent YouTube channel, but to set us to have a good conversation, we want to know her tastes, we want to know who she is. What is your name, madam?
Thank you so much, Agnes, and I'm happy to be called after God because my second name, Uwera, means God. In the sense when you say Uwera, you're calling God. So I'm really happy that I get to be named after God. And I'm happy that God is a God of space, of big things. And today I'm happy to be seated at the Karibo restaurant here in Chichochiro. Thank you so much, my dear.
Now, someone may think you are the proprietor of this restaurant Karibo, the way you are dressed. Tell us about your dressing. What is it? Is it African wear or what is it exactly?
No, I'm not the founder, I'm not the owner of Karibo. I just love the space here. And I come from the brown space. I love the colors black and brown, and it's just coincidental that I'm seated on a brown chair. Really.
We want the viewers all over the world to know who Agnes is, because you were the hunter, not very far hunter, meaning that you're the one who interviews people. Now you're being interviewed, you are feeling the hot seat there.
Yes.
And you have interviewed me 3 times. I'm very grateful. Now tell us a bit more about Karibo. Yeah.
So Karibo is a restaurant. As I mentioned, it's on the road that connects Chichochiro, the upper Chichochiro to Kaweza, and it has a lot of space and it has a warm environment. The people that from the time you enter, people are willing to welcome you in a special way. And I love the colors in Karibo, especially the colors and the art around it. It has a blend of traditional and modern, art. It has the sawo, and then it has decorations of inyambo, our traditional cows, and it has plants. It has those things that really connect well to me as a person, but also things that connect to my soul. So yeah, the other thing is the space where we are seated is private space, and I encourage you to come in here and request for private space whereby you can sit and do your work in separate, and a secluded place. In this space, if you don't want to go out, there's a restroom. In this space, you also have a bell. You can ring a bell to call for service. So it's uniquely really preserved for you if you want to have good time in a space away from home. In my own view, it's like that office away from home. Yeah, when I entered, I saw a wow moment. By the way, it's not the first time I've come here.
Wow.
This is like my 3rd time, but every time I come here, there's a wow moment for me.
In which way?
The wow moment is the people, the staff welcome you very, very well. And today I was happy that, I was welcomed by the founder of the restaurant. I really appreciate the fact that he is humble. He is humble and, can I say uniquely humble. He's really uniquely humble.
Okay, that's
and
good.
That's something to appreciate. Recently, I did a video about good service. And when you're a good servant, your employees will be good servants. When you're the opposite, it will be the opposite. So what I saw here is that the boss is a good servant, and that's why it trickles down to the staff. So really, I encourage you to come and witness. We really appreciate the trajectory.
Mm.
Yeah, and for the viewers, we will put a pin so that people that are not so familiar with the Kigali city, they can also follow the Google Maps and find their way to this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's get started.
Yes.
Agnes Wera, who are you?
I am a woman of many hats. I mean, hats, not the hats, not Mutima, but Ingofero. And can I say that I'm a woman who is not defined by no, because no to me is next opportunity. Yeah, and I'm very zealous. Like as I mentioned, I wear so many hats, so probably I'll stick to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in this particular program, I decided to interview you.
Yeah.
Because you have
Thank you so much.
You have been interviewing me.
Yes.
And you remember very well the first meeting we had like 2 years ago. Over breakfast.
Yeah.
Quite heavy. And you wanted to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Now here I am, I was encouraging you to start a YouTube channel. Personally, I had started a YouTube channel 5 years ago, but I was not consistent enough. After COVID, I stopped producing.
Yeah.
Now you have challenged me. I'm soon starting, so I've decided to start by interviewing you this year, 2025. How did the idea of a YouTube channel, Hagne Space, begin? Give us before it started. Was it a snap idea? Is it an idea you nursed for a very long time? What happened exactly?
Wow, it's a long journey, but I will say from humble beginnings, a lot can happen. So in the year 2022, I decided as a trainer, I decided that I should go and do a class in public speaking. And I think I remember very well, that was in 2023 in Feb. And we did class, and I got so compelled that I should, the way it started, I am a trainer by profession. I do a lot of capacity building in the area of business development and in the area of gender for both corporate but also individuals. And I assumed that I was professionally okay, I could speak in public. But friends, I said no, I think I wasn't sufficient. So I decided I needed to go for a public speaking class. And this is what happened. The trainer took us through a number of sessions, and he really assured us that, there are things you can do to improve, to improve on what you've been doing. And I kept asking myself, what are those things? So anyway, I pursued, and at the end of it, I decided that for continuity purposes, I needed to enroll in what they call the Toastmasters International club. What does the Toastmasters do? It keeps mentoring, coaching you, and helping you to walk a journey on improving yourself in the areas of communication and public speaking. And so when I felt that I was, let me not say master, but I was midway, I felt more comfortable on stage, I felt more comfortable to speak to people, I decided that, I think now I need to speak to masses. And you know how you do your vision board, I was like, I need to speak to bigger audiences. So I did a vision board, and it looked like a dream where I was on a hill somewhere and I was speaking to thousands and thousands of people. And I asked myself, what does this actually mean? So the quickest suggestion that came to my mind was, why don't you start a YouTube channel? But then I was hesitant until I shared with, my children. And one of them challenged me. It's like, Mom, you do capacity building, you mentor people, you coach, you train. Why are you not starting? And I said, oh, my son, you know what? you know, we need cameras, we need this, we need the other. You know how we normally procrastinate by, you know, giving excuses. And I think we've shared some of these things in our videos. And I was procrastinating, and my son was really like so straight on my face. He said, "Mom, you've always said that procrastination is a killer. Why are you procrastinating? Why are you not speaking to the world?" I said, "Oh, okay, anyway, my son, we can do this next time when I have a camera." And he said, No. You have a computer. Let me show you how to put the computer.
And how old is your son?
He was 12 at the time.
Mm.
I felt so challenged, and you know, as a mom, I want to talk the walk or walk the talk. I don't want to say don't procrastinate, and then I'm the one procrastinating. So I said, okay, come and show me. So he came, and if you notice, Alec, the very first video was done in a room that was so dark, really not enough light, the voice wasn't coming out really well. But he even told me, you know what, I will scribble down the words that you're going to use. So we together scribbled down the words, and then I did a video. And so that was the start, that was the beginning of the YouTube channel. And you will notice that in the beginning, I called it the Hagne Enterprise YouTube channel, and then I called it the Hagne Initiatives, and then today it has now become the Hagne Space. Because I feel like this is a space for people to come and share their own ideas, their own life experiences, you know, to inspire, to create awareness, and to educate. I noticed over the time, I noticed that there's so much that the world needs, and there's so much that people have under their skin that needs to be sent out to the world. So I ask you to like, to share, to subscribe, and give us your comments to this channel, because it means a lot to me, it means a lot to the world, and I know if you accept to walk with us a journey, we are going to change the world.
Congratulations, Agnes.
Yeah.
I met you before you started this channel.
Yeah.
And our meeting was not in vain, because I also gave you tidbits.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, maybe I want you to flatter me, but if you don't mind,
Yes.
What do you remember most, the kind of conversation we had before you got started? What did I say? You know, sometimes in a language in Uganda, they have the Banyankore, who I'm part of. They have a saying here, Womugambi, meaning the one who speaks forgets. Maybe there's something you remember uniquely, like how your son pushed you.
Yeah.
Then what did Alex say that really pushed you?
There's quite a lot, and thank you, Alec, for even asking me. And maybe I don't remember everything, but I remember vividly the way you encouraged me to start a YouTube channel, and I put it on hold. You remember when we started, which was Feb, and then all the way up to 2024 in Feb. So it was a whole year. And you remember in our conversations when I said, but Alec, you like, you're too much.
You're too good.
You're encouraging me so much. Alec, you're too good to be true. So it has been a journey, and I think in society we really need, it's not even a thought. It is true that when you see something in somebody, inspire them to keep going. Because what Alex saw in me is what I have used, together with a number of other colleagues, is what I'm using today to speak to the world, is what I'm using today to ask people to come on the Hagne space to speak to the world. So, and probably, Alec, I really take this opportunity to say thank you. You know, you've walked a journey, you have inspired me, you have even taken a step to come and be on the space to speak to the world.
I also want to congratulate you and to tell you that really you have a very bright future in this Hagne space.
So really, thank you so much to everyone for participating in the Hagne journey.
And when you look back, how do you feel deep down your heart?
I feel
relieved.
I feel, you know, like when you're carrying a load, a heavy load, and then you put it down. That's how I feel. However, I also feel more anxious. I feel more of that person that is anticipating for more. I feel so compelled to do this even more. I really feel like now I have a pool of people that are willing to walk a journey with me. When I started, I thought I was alone, but guess what? As you go, there are so many people that are here to accept to work with you. So I feel relieved and I feel so happy.
Now, when you look at the back when you started, what was your feeling then?
The feeling then was
doubt, so many, massive doubt.
I had doubt, and really I didn't know what to expect.
I did not know where to start from.
I didn't know where to start from, but I just started.
When you started, you never knew how to use the camera, editing. Can you give us the growth experience on that? Because many people fear to learn.
Yeah. As you heard, I told you that even for the very first video, it is my son who said, no, you can't say you don't have a camera when you have a computer. So he helped me to set the camera on my computer so we could do the very first video. What we forgot about was the lighting in the room.
Were you afraid while you were learning?
No, I wasn't afraid. I was set to learn because now I had started. You see, I had already started.
And you can't go back.
I wasn't afraid. I knew I needed to learn. I knew I needed to do. So yeah, we just kicked it off, and maybe a call to parents here. Don't you minimize your 10, 11, 12 year, 13-year-old. They have so much to teach us, and that's how I was able to learn from my son. So now, because he's in school, I do the editing myself. And then when he comes home, I'll show him my product, and then he will say, oh yeah, good job. So really appreciated by my own. And when it's a shoddy job, he will say, no ma'am, that one is not good.
As we're almost winding because of time, I would like to ask you, what are the two major challenges that your YouTube channel intends to solve, and to which group of people?
So my channel is here to inspire, to create awareness, and to educate people in 5 key pillars. One is emotional, spiritual is the second, social our third, our fourth is physical wellness, and then financial wellness. So we want a society that is well. If I would use just one word, all I'm desiring is wellness.
Where in Rwanda?
In Rwanda and beyond, because this channel is not restricted. You will see us in Denmark, you will see us in France, you will see us in Angola, in China, everywhere, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. You will see us in different spaces. All we desire is to be part of this problem solvers in the world.
Okay, if we are to forget everything you have mentioned to us here, and there's one thing that we should not forget, what is the legacy of Agnes Wera?
My legacy is a world that has people with good decision-making processes through the 3 things that I mentioned, in terms of the wellness of the spirit, of the mind, of the society, people that are going to live a happy life. I want to contribute mainly to the youth, to the women of the world, to the men of this world, that the decision-making process will be at par. In our recent video, we spoke about the heart-brain coherence. What is it that you're thinking with your heart, and how is it connected to your mind, and how is that going to help to solve the problems of the world? Yes.
On that note, I would like to thank our wonderful mom, friend, passionate Rwandan lady, a Pan-Africanist as well, who has passion to all the people she has mentioned. But stay tuned, because I'll be speaking alone about my reflections on the interview I had with Agnes Wera.